Alright guys, so the time has finally come. It's the last test before our final. So our last chance to be able to get our grade up, to either see if we can exempt or see if we get credit. So here we are looking for angle CST. So CST, so this whole thing is 136 degrees. Okay, so it's important to remember the formula that part plus part equals whole. So they've given us the whole, so we're going to take both of our parts. So 5x minus 3 plus 2x plus 6, and it equals 136. Okay, I recommend just using your calculator for these. It keeps you from making silly mistakes. Or you can solve it by hand and just use your calculator to check. So in y1, I'm going to put the left side, which is 5x minus 3 plus 2x plus 6. And I need it to equal 136. So I look for where it's the same. Oop. So x equals 19. Okay, it's important to recognize that that is not our answer. I need to freeze that, sorry. Okay, so the answer is what we're looking for is TSP, so this angle right here. So we're going to plug in that 19. 5 times 19 minus 3. So 5 times 19 minus 3. So angle TSP equals 92 degrees. And that is your final answer. I promise you, they are going to put an answer choice that's 19. They're going to put an answer choice that is this section right here. So you've got to make sure that you're actually giving them what they want. Okay, so here they tell us that TAB and BAM are complementary angles. So remember, complementing people is the right thing to do, which means it's 90 degrees. So we have 3x plus 2 plus 4x minus 3 equals 90 degrees. Anytime you see complementary, you're going to have a part plus a part equals 90. So just like on the one above that, in y1, we're going to put 3x plus 2 plus 4x minus 3. Ooh, and of course I just erased it because... Okay, so I go and I look, where does it equal 90? At x equals 13. Okay, it's not asking me for x, it's asking me for the larger angle. I have no idea which one's larger from the picture because you cannot trust the picture. It's a filthy liar, okay? So we're going to plug in our x. So 3 times 13 plus 2, so that's 39, so 41. Okay, here, 4 times 13 minus 3, 52 minus 3 is 49. I could also double check myself. Is 41 plus 49 equal to 90? Yes, it is. And the larger angle is this 49 degrees. That is your answer. Okay, so KR, so from here to here is 107. And it wants us to find the length of KS. Okay, so first, we've got all these different parts. So we've got this 2x plus 6, 5x minus 3, and this 3x plus 4, and it equals 107. So I've got an equation, 2x plus 6 plus 5x minus 3 plus 3x plus 4 equals 107. Oh, how pretty. X equals 10. Okay, but again, that's not what it's asking for. It's asking for this part. So 2 times 10 plus 6 is 26. 5 times 10 minus 3 is 47. So 26 plus 47 is 73. So KS is 73. Make sure that you're reading it carefully and actually giving it what it wants. Okay, LM is congruent to MO. That's what these little lines mean. Anytime you see congruent, you're going to have part equals the part. So I'm just going to plug in my calculator. This equals this. So 3 divided by 4x minus 2 1 divided by 2x plus 2. Where are they equal? At 16. So x equals 16. And it wants the length of LO. So it wants the whole thing. So I'm going to go back and plug it in. So 3 divided by 4 times 16 minus 2. So this part is 10. And I know that this part should also equal 10, but I'm going to double check. 1/2 times 16 plus 2 is 10. Yes. So the whole thing, so LO equals 20. Makes me so sad. I'm writing in pencil because all my pretty colored pens have died. That's okay. All right, so here, the perimeter of the rectangle below is 44.5 inches. Find the length of the longest side. Again, you can't trust the picture. We're going to find the perimeter. So to find perimeter, you add up all the sides. So 1.5x plus 3, 2.75x minus 2. So I can combine all the x's. So 2.75 plus 1.5. So we have 8.5x. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1, so 2. And it's 44.5. 0.5x plus 2 equals 44.5. Right here at x equals 5. Again, it's not asking for x. Let's plug it back in. So 1.5 times 5 plus 3. So this side is 10.5. 2.75 times 5 minus 2 is 11.75. So this side is the longest. And if I just wanted to double check, we've got two sides that are 11.75 plus two sides that are 10.5, 44.5. That's correct. So the final answer is 11.75. Okay, solve for x in the equation. If you remember, to anytime you've got two terms to put it in parentheses, you could do all of this in y1 and this in y2. That is honestly the easiest way to do it. So parentheses, x plus 3 divided by 4 is equal to x divided by 3. X equals 9 is the answer because that's where they're the same. If you wanted to do it by hand, you've got the butterfly effect. That's a movie, okay? So 4 times x is 4x equals 3 times x plus 3. You have to distribute. So 4x equals 3x plus 9. We can't have x's on both sides, so we subtract the 3x, subtract the 3x. So x equals 9. Okay? So when comparing the graphs of the linear functions, we've got this equation and this equation. Which statements are true and false? If I'm comparing graphs, I'm going to look at my graphs. So f of x, we've got negative 3 divided by 2, x plus 10. In this one, we've got negative 3 divided by 2, parentheses, x plus 2 plus 10. And let's look at the graphs. Okay, so there's the original. And there's the new one. Okay, the lines have the same y-intercept. This is crossing, oh, you can't see that. This is crossing here, this is crossing here. So no, they do not have the same y-intercept. That is false. Okay, they have the same x-intercept. This, again, looking at the graph, this is crossing here, this is crossing here. So no, they do not have the same x-intercept. Okay, so x-intercepts, this one's here, this one's here. No, it's not the same x-intercept. That's a false. Okay, the lines are perpendicular. I'm sorry, that is definitely not crossing at a right angle. That's false. Okay, the line of g of x is shifting 2 units to the left. Yes, that is true. You guys remember, we knew from the beginning if you've got it in the parentheses with the x, it's either a left or a right shift, and it's the opposite of what you think, so it is left 2. Okay, write each of the following in slope-intercept form. So that means we're solving for y. So we got to distribute. So 2x plus 4. We want to get rid of this plus 1, so we subtract 1. So we get y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, here, looking at all of these, so I could find the slope. That's plus 5, plus 2, plus 5. But if I come over here, that's not changing at all. The x is always equal to negative 3. That's it. Okay, here. So let's put it in a table. 212. So to get from here to here, it's plus 6. Here to here, it's plus 6. So my slope is 6 over 6. I'm going to use point slope form, which is the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, and you can use whichever point. I'm going to use 212 because I love that 212. Okay, so y minus, the y value is 12. The slope is 1, parentheses x minus, and the x value is 2. Okay, and so that's your equation. But it does want it in slope-intercept form, so you would distribute. Distributing 1 doesn't change the values. So I would just add 12, add 12. So y equals x plus 10, and you're done. Here, write an equation in point slope. So first you got to have the actual slope. So here to here is plus 24, plus 24, plus 36, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3. So the slope is 24 over 2, which is 12. So using point slope, you can use any point you want. So it's y minus, the y value is 12, equals, the slope is 12, parentheses x minus, and the x value is 1. The original directions say slope-intercept form, so I am going to solve for y. So 12x minus 12. To get rid of this minus 12 over here, we add 12, add 12. So y equals 12x, and those 12s cancel out to 0. All right, question number 9. Are these lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Okay, so for parallel, it's the same slope. Perpendicular, it's a double flip. So between here and here, it flipped once. You flipped the fractions, but they didn't flip the signs. So this is neither. Here, you've got a negative 2x and a negative 2x. So that's parallel because it's the exact same. Now, be careful with parallel. It's got the same slope, and you've got to make sure that the y-intercepts are different. A 3 and a 7, those are different. And if you can't tell, guys, you can always plug it in your graph, okay? We've got negative 2x plus 3, and then 7 minus 2x. There's that line compared to that line. Yes, those are parallel. Flipping onto the back. Ooh, it's so much bigger. All right, so the graph is equivalent to which of the following? Okay, so does it have the point negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's definitely not on there, but let's just double check. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, is it equivalent to this? So does it have the point 4, negative 1? 4, negative 1? No. But does it have a slope of negative 3/4? Negative 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So these two are the same, but no. So what about here? It's got a y-intercept of 2, and it's going down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all of these represent the same line. I'm going to double check for this one. Remember, to pull out the point, you flip the sign. So this is a positive 4 for the x, and a negative 1 for the y, and a slope of negative 3/4. Okay, 11. Write the equation in point slope form. Passes through the point 2, 4. Okay, so the slope here, it's going up 1, 2 over 1. Up 1, 2 over 1. So it's got a slope of 2. So it'd be y minus, the y value is 4, equals, the slope is 2, parentheses x minus, and the x value is 2. This is x1, this is y1. And you just use your formula. Okay, it passes through point A and the origin. So I find the slope, it's up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 over 6 or 1/2, that's your slope. And this point A is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6, negative 3. So to use my formula, y minus, the y value is a negative 3, so it becomes positive 3. The slope is 1/2, x minus, and then it's negative 6, so it becomes positive 6. Perfect. Okay, so if the line y equals 2x plus 5 is translated 6 units to the right, so remember this is going to be x, and it's the opposite of what you think, so it's minus 6, and 4 units down, so that's minus 4. Okay, what is the equation of the line? So here, so you're going to have 2x minus 6, and I'm going to take this 5 minus 4, which is 1. So make sure you make the changes to the original. The x minus 6 goes in parentheses, and to go down 4 from 5, it's 1. What is the slope of any line that's perpendicular? You remember before, perpendicular means a double flip to this line. Okay, so I can't see the slope from there, so I need to isolate other side, so minus 9x. I write it side by side, and then I divide everything by negative 3. So y equals negative 20 plus 3x. This part is the slope, so I need to double flip that. So instead of positive, it equals negative, and instead of 3, it's 1/3. What is the slope of the line that's parallel to the line graphed to the right? So I just need to find the slope. So here's a point, here's a point. I'm going up 1 over 1, 2, 3. And parallel means same slope, so it stays the same as that. And that's it. So guys, study for your test. Make sure you've looked at congruent and know the formulas for parallel, perpendicular, and point slope form. Good luck on your test tomorrow.